We're already on part 9 of this nickel hunt and album fill. And I've got about 3 or 4 nickels I'm hoping that this box will contain. Hey everybody, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and that's right, we're already on box 9 of this nickel hunt and album fill. If you've missed the first 8 parts, I do recommend that you check those out before you watch this video. And of course, I'll have a link to that playlist down below or up here so you can catch up. Now, if you're already caught up, you'll remember that we have 120 of the 138 spots filled in this nickel album through 8 boxes, so not too bad. Now, obviously, the longer this series goes on, the more difficult it will be to start filling up some of these spots. We have all the 90s, all the 80s, all the 70s, all the 60s, but we don't have a 1958 with 17 million minted. Obviously, we have some of the other semi-key and key dates missing, but we should be able to get a 1951 hopefully in this box, maybe a war nickel or 2, and I don't have a regular 1938, which has just under 20 million minted. But a lot of these other nickels are going to be key dates and tough to find. Still, you never know what your box contains, and I'm hoping we can get 3 of them. I've even put a dot next to the 58, the 51, and the 38, all Philadelphia mints. Probably 3 of the easier ones to find that are left, other than some of the war nickels that have over 100 million minted. But you got to have silver in the box to put silver in the book. That being said, I'm excited about this box. I already checked. It's the one with the holes on the bottom. They are circulated nickels. And look at this date, July 14th, 2018. So this box has not been hunted in over 2 years. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to have a lot of goodies, because in 2018, not much has changed in the last couple years for nickels. But still, over a 2-year-old nickel box could get lucky. Let me get this book out of the way. We'll do a live opening, see if we have any enders on top. All right, we're going to do a live opening now. Like I said, I checked. It is circulated nickels on the bottom. I didn't see any war nickel enders or buffalo nickel enders or anything like that, but I did see some older Jefferson nickel designs. So we know we got some older ones in here, but that could be 60s and 70s versus 40s and 50s like we need. Let me see if I can crack this box open, praying we got some kind of cool ender on top. We'll take anything. Now, even though my book doesn't have buffalo nickels in it, I am looking forward to finding more buffalo nickels, as always. Judging by a quick look at the top, we do have some older Jefferson designs, but I don't see anything that is screaming to me that it's a silver, a buffalo, a V-nickel, a proof, a foreign, you name it. Either way, we're going to push this box back, begin the hunt, and as always, should I find something, I'll bring you in. Now, I will be bringing you in on every 50s and earlier find, and I will be culling through the 50s and earlier to upgrade anything in the book. And if I find any 70s, 80s, or 60s that are in really great shape, I will be checking them against the album for upgrades as well. All right, I'll see you when we find something. We're on roll 2, and I think somebody's stamp was wrong, because here's a 2019. We wouldn't have a 2019 in the 2018 box. So most likely it was July 14th, 2020 is what I'm thinking. And the stamp was just wrong on the inspector's stamp. Gotta be it. Oh well. Not an old box, but hopefully some old finds. Same roll, and we have our first old Jefferson, 1947, San Francisco. Roll number 7, and we've got a 1958 nickel here. We do need the Philadelphia. Hopefully it's it. And it is 1958 Philadelphia. That will fill that spot right there. That's a good start. 2 finds, 1 will fill a spot. Roll number 10, we've got another 50s nickel, and this one's a 1956 Denver. Same roll, and we've got a 1959 Denver. Still on the same roll, and this time we've got another 1959 Denver as well. Roll number 15, another 56. This one, Denver as well. Roll number 17, and it's toasty, but it is a 1949. Barely caught the date. And it's a 1949 Denver. Same roll, we got our third from 1956. But this one's from Philly. Roll 21, we've got another one from the 40s this time, and it's a 1940 Philadelphia. Roll 26, we've got another beat up 1959 Denver. Roll 30, and I just noticed we had a 1940, and I think that's a San Francisco. It's a little hard to tell, and it is a San Francisco. We'll take it. 1940S, we already have it, but I'm not going to argue with another one. Just cracked open roll 31, and we might have a cent in here. Where'd it go? Oh, hiding in the roll. We do. 2005 Denver. We just lost 4 cents. Roll 38, and we're going to have our first foreign of the box, and I think it's a Mexican peso. 2016, and it is. We'll take it. Don't see these too often, but I do see them on occasion. Roll number 41, and it's not going to help the album, but I will not turn down a Buffalo nickel. And it might have a date, 1920 something I think I saw. 1927. Philadelphia. 1927 Philadelphia. No horn, very little detail, but we do have a date, and I'll take it. Good to see a Buffalo nickel in the box. Can we get a war nickel next? Well, we finished that box, and box 9 was one of my lightest nickel finds boxes I have ever had. Now, we did find a 1927 Philadelphia Buffalo, and that made the box pretty decent overall. But we only got 109, a penny, and a Mexican 1 peso from 2016. We only had 4 in the 40s, and only 7 in the 50s. Luckily, we got that 1958, albeit chewed up, minted in Philadelphia, which we didn't have for the album. And then we got a handful of decent 60s, 70s, and 80s coins that I'll check as well. Not much to upgrade or to add, but there was some additions, and we'll take it. Let me go ahead and get the album set up, and I'll show you all the upgrades and or additions if we have them. All right, for the upgrades, we're going to go ahead and upgrade this 1976. I know it's not much better, but it has a little more detail in the hair, so we're going to upgrade that one. As well as this 1974P. It is definitely better, at least on the surface. We're also going to upgrade this 1956D. You can clearly see it's a better coin. And then we're adding a 58P. So 1 addition, 3 upgrades. Let me get them plugged in and give you some final thoughts. All right, box 9 did not yield that many finds, but we did get 3 better nickels for the album and filled 1 spot. Even though it's not the nicest, it will hold the spot for now. 121 now out of 138. We need 17 more spots to be filled. We've done 9 boxes. I will go ahead and keep the ones that didn't upgrade because I think they're pretty nice, and I'll use them for my uncirculated rolls. And again, we did get that Buffalo nickel, which made the hunt kind of fun for me. At the end of the day, it's going to get harder and harder to keep adding nickels to these albums, but we're going to keep this series going until we can complete it. Hopefully you enjoyed this Nickel Hunt and Fill number 9. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.